Hey guys, how's it going today? I want to do a quick update on IOTA because it was requested. So, what we need to make note of is that there was a massive impulse move up, right? From November-ish, from 30 cents all the way up to $3. Actually, more than that, like 5, 6, 5, I don't remember the high. It was about $5.50, okay? That is a monstrous move up. So there will be an extended type of correction. And like Bitcoin, it's falling into a wave, or sorry, a channel or flag kind of consolidation like this, right? And what we need to make note of are the key points of contact that has held true. This whole point right there, especially, right? This point held true even more because it almost fell to that region right there. That's where the flash crash happened. And we've talked about flash crashes many times before. And also what we need to acknowledge is right here. But most importantly, we need to see the volume. Okay, we need to see the volume pick up every time those points happen, especially right here as well, right? Massive volume. So because we're acknowledging the volume combined with the sloped support over here, we can automatically say that this is a very strong support region. Now, what usually happens is it makes an attempt, right? It'll make an attempt to break it, and if it fails, it'll make an attempt to break it down. And it'll eventually get to the point where it's going to break out of this consolidation pattern and decide. But as it stands right now, yesterday or 2 days ago finished with a bullish candle with a hammer like that, but we ended up getting a shooting star there, right? And here the candles are getting small, right? They're getting very, very tight range right here. So something is going to happen very soon. And if we look at it on a lower time frame, it's wedging right now, right? This is a 30-minute time frame, and we can see it wedging like this right now. And these are symmetric triangles. Symmetric triangles are very hard to play, but in a few hours from now, something is going to happen to it, right? Whether we draw it like that or like that maybe, it's absolutely forming some sort of pattern right now, okay? The ideal pattern that we would want it to form, of course, is maybe like an ascending triangle pattern. That would be ideal, okay? If it breaks out of this wedge right here and this holds, and it breaks up because this trend line holds right here wherever it is, and then we get an ascending triangle, and great. And then we finally make way to over here. Excuse me a second, I just have to cough. So this is very interesting. Right now, my time, it's about 9 a.m. The apex point is 8 tomorrow in the morning, January 20th. So something is absolutely going to happen. My bank on it is that it will most likely, just based on, honestly guys, I don't think it's going to break out of it. I think it's going to break down, just because if I'm looking at a higher time frame, like on a daily right here, it's kind of still on a tear down right now, right? Even though we ticked up, it's still on a tear down, and it still needs to round off like that before it can make progression. So I'm really, before I'm talking about like a big uptrend, like there's a chance that's going to hit that resistance, but is that really a good play, guys? Like, let's talk about the risk to reward ratio here, okay? I mean, I don't think it's one I'm going to be taking. What I will be taking is I will wait for it to break out of here, right? Like, this is not the best risk to reward. I don't know if I'm going to, honestly, like, I don't think I'm going to take it. I'm pretty sure that I won't, but there is a possible play coming up. If two criteria are met, okay, if the two criteria are met, is first of all, this breaks like that, and this holds, that point, this point holds true, and this breaks up, okay? And then if it breaks, if it gets to this apex point, and then it breaks up, then I'm probably not going to take it, honestly. Who knows if I'm going to take it or not, to be quite honest, because it's only a 16% gain there, but it's a very low risk, so I don't know. We'll see. So 4.87 set my stop loss around 290 there, right? Because what was formerly a resistance now becomes a support, and then we target the channel resistance. Isn't that fair, right? And the reason why I'm hesitating to take it is because of this, right? It's a very small gain. I don't want to take the risk of it going sideways for a while, right? I don't want to manage the position. It might be better for me to let it get to the top there and then see if it breaks out. See if it breaks out there, and then this massive channel resistance, okay, this massive channel resistance now becomes a massive support, and we're not likely to break it if we break out of here with conviction. And then if we break out of here, right, if we break out of here, I'm just going to shoot for something like redonkulous, like even the next higher high, and just probably hold it for a little bit. Or not, maybe not that high. Maybe right around like these regions, right? These regions, I want more of a confirmation of an uptrend. That's not bad, 21%, but my risk would be very, very low here. It'd be like I would be risking like 2-3% of my position size only, since this hard resistance is now formed. So to me, that's a better risk to reward ratio. And another possibility that I'm looking for as well are these two things, okay? One of two things could happen. I enter a short position if it breaks down, right? If it breaks down, then I'll just target maybe the base range of the wedge, or even down over here as well. That's something to keep track of, right? And if it actually ends up going up, right, and it fails up here, then I'll definitely be tempted to short it up here just by looking for some signs. So you got to think of trading as looking for plays and the hunter of setups, right? You can't just like sit there and wait for a breakout or something. You have to plan these things far in advance. So if you guys look at it the way I'm looking at it, right, is this a good risk to reward right here? Right here, if it breaks upwards, is that a good risk to reward? You guys can be the judge of it. This one is for a 7% gain only, right? If you guys want to take these small day trading positions, up to you. Set a stop loss slightly below here, right? Is that okay? Nah, I don't want, it's not that risky, but I don't want to wait. I'd rather wait for a bigger one now, like, because I'm more so swing trading, right? Like I mentioned. And this one, I'm looking for a position to maybe buy there, go there, hold it overnight. But realistically, I don't want to do that. I probably want to wait for a breakout, right? Like I mentioned, up there. And then we also have a potential to short all the way down there. And this one is a great play, right? This is a great play right here as well, the short. If this resistance fails to break, right? 8.46 risk to reward, right? Super huge target for the next few days at 50%. So I don't really care, guys, if it goes up or it goes down. And neither should a lot of people, right? Like, especially if you're a trader, whether it goes up, you can make money as a bear shorting. Whether it goes down, you can make money going long. But the key thing to look for is to look for identifiable patterns that are wedging, that's consolidating to a breakout one way where there's a lot of pressure to go up and to go down. So in terms of long-term targets, I've already done lots of analysis for long-term targets. I just wanted to let you guys know where I stand right now. And where I stand right now is that there's a potential breakout to go up if we break upwards here. So it's a key criteria. We have to break upwards, okay, of this wedge first. But because this is currently a symmetric triangle, who knows? This could go up like that, okay? This can go up like that. Or, of course, it can also go down. So who knows? We might end up landing right here if it does hold and we go upwards. But if it does break down, then, of course, we're going to end up seeing a descending triangle, right? We're going to end up seeing a descending triangle like this. So then if this does happen, okay, no problem. People miss their play to go long there. Some people probably wouldn't short here. What they'll end up waiting for is this point right here. And that point will be a beautiful point if it does form a descending triangle, because then we won't get to short it from up there, but what we'll get to do is we'll get to short it from here. So these are breakouts, right? So these are, I mentioned I'm not going to be scalping as much today because I'm more so going to be playing a breakout strategy, right? I'm going to go for a breakout strategy once I get confirmation. Very little risk this way. I might not be taking the most profit. Sure, guys, you can short it from right there, okay? You can short it from right there, but you don't got yourselves confirmation, right? That's one confirmation, but a second confirmation would be a descending triangle. Yes, here, yeah, here, your risk to reward is pretty decent. Oops, that's not it. Your risk to reward is pretty decent. Let me just show it here. If you target it here, but you don't have a clear cut resistance, right? Would it be over here that you would put it? Would it be over here, right? You just don't know yet, in my opinion. And here's a good target, risk to reward 10 to 1, right? I guess that would be pretty good as well. But to me, I'd be more conservative because I'm a conservative player when I play bigger positions longer term, like swinging, rather than day trading and scalping. I'd rather get something like this with a clearly cut, defined resistance line. Super low risk to me if I have that confirmation. And then I target somewhere along the bottom channel line, right? So those are my plays and those are my thoughts, guys. I'm neither bullish or bearish, nor bearish right now. There's many different plays at hand. there's many different patterns that indicate bullishness and bearishness right now. You know, if we look on the MACD as well, if we look on the MACD for the 4-hour charts, for example, like, you know, we're bouncing off of here, although it looks like it's going up, but there's no denying there's the possibility of it just curving down like that again, and then making one more round down. So, yes, lots of, like here, we're struggling so hard, guys. We're struggling so hard to even break this right here that it makes me wonder what the heck. Like, look at this. We can't even break into a bullish zone. Not even close. So this is why I got both situations on the table here. I got my plays who are both long. I got my plays who are both short here as well. And either way, the bulls make money, guys. The bears make money. But I will warn you that the sheep and the pigs, they get slaughtered, guys. So you guys cannot just follow the trend. You have to make sure that you are planning, okay? You have to plan well in advance and look for these kind of setups and the possibilities of it. And you got to think to yourselves, hey, if this happens, then this could happen. If that happens, then this could happen. And then it's very easy to get into a very good position, right? So, like, we're going to talk about it again for the people that are wondering, okay? If this holds right here and it breaks up, I'm going to talk about all the possible plays right now that I could be doing if I were to trade most ones. If that breaks up, perfect. Put a little stop buy up there. Go for a little 5%. Go for 5% up there. Stop loss slightly below here. Wicked. Okay, now that this one is broken right there, clearly it's going to make an ascending type of triangle, right? If you guys take your profit there, whatever. And here, you would set a target for maybe roughly around there for another 10%, slightly here, okay? Slightly here, if it breaks out an ascending triangle, and that criteria of it breaking up is met, you can go for a long position there, right? If it ends up going down here instead, of course, you can short it. You can short it. You can target something wherever you want, right? You can wait for the descending triangle to be made as well. You can short it from up here if it gets up to that point right there. So I'm just talking about like there's so many different plays to take for this coin right now, guys. So I'm getting kind of excited about it. Lots of patterns or lots of coins are in a consolidation type pattern right now, you know. So so as soon as we see these patterns break out one way or the other, the volume is going to spike up drastically right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed my TA for IOTA. Yeah, I wish I could give a bullish view on it right now or a bearish view, but I'm completely neutral on this one and biased. If you enjoyed these videos, I'd appreciate an upvote on Steemit. I'd also appreciate a quick like, share, and subscribe on YouTube and on Twitter. Hopefully you guys are liking my content. I'm trying to deliver a lot of useful content, and I'm not going to shoot for the moon on every coin, right? Like, you know, I'm not going to go 1,000,000% for this coin and just never follow up on it. I'm actually genuinely trying to follow up on the coins that I'm trying to trade as well, and some of the top coins on Bitfinex. So guys, there you have it. My thoughts on IOTA. Take it easy. See you later.